I'm a person who loves machines. I also love it when those machines gracefully explode. Luckily for me, Graceful Explosion Machine is coming to the Nintendo Switch showcase here at the Nindies Showcase. Tell me a little bit about this game and how it's going to please my graceful exploding loving needs.
Yeah, so Graceful Explosion Machine is an arcade shooter by Vertex Pop. It's a follow-up game for a game they had a couple years ago called We Are Doomed. It's made by a very small team of 3 from Toronto. They work out of a space called Gamma Space for independent game makers. I'm producer of this game, and things blow up real good.
Things blow up real good. That makes me happy. So, I mean, tell me about, creating a game like this, because we've seen a lot of shooters before, but what makes this game stand out?
So the lead designer and the founder of Vertex Pop, Mo Fikri, we call him Mo, he is really obsessed with shooters, and it's shmups. And he really is on this quest for this perfectly designed thing. And even though he won't tell you this, this is pretty close. But he's been working on this kind of stuff for a while. And so really it's about creating an accessible shooter that doesn't necessarily feel like a shooter. This game has a lot of combo and juggling mechanics that feel almost more like a fighting game in some cases. He didn't want it to make it be a twin stick, but he wanted to capture the feel of a twin stick. So he had all these sort of constraints that made this a really exciting design challenge that we found is that people are just picking up and loving despite a very high degree of challenge.
So what are some of the challenges in creating a game like that? When you have these ideas, we're like, we don't want to do a twin stick shooter, but we kind of want it to be like that, but we also want combo mechanics, we also want all these other levels of difficulty on top of it that are going to make each experience a little bit more unique than before.
A few things. Restraint is really important. Testing within your community and other developers is really, really helpful as well. But more importantly, I think it's about sort of a willingness to also let go of ideas. There's plenty of ideas that didn't make it into the game that we thought would actually contribute to these things. But you got to be prepared to cut those things away, to move fast and nimbly like a Graceful Explosion Machine itself.
We're filming this before the Switch has even come out, so to be a part of all these other games and to be featured as one of the showcase games for the Nindies, how cool is that for you guys as a company that have been working on this game to be like, oh yeah, now we're getting the recognition to be like, we're part of this opening lineup of showing off games?
It's really quite exciting for us, and actually Nintendo's been really amazing to work with. Which was a surprise only because, we're used to seeing really, really high-end, huge, character-driven, really polished games. And I think our game's very polished, but it's not Mario, That being said, Nintendo has said, particularly Kirk Scott, he's like, this game, there is a void of a shooter in our lineup, and he said, this is perfect. Also, we have a bit of serendipitous and also a testament to Mo's skill is, he made this game with a custom engine. And so it allowed us to get onto the Switch very easily compared to I think a lot of other different studios using different types of middleware and different kind of game making engines and things like that. So we got to get in there and work really close to the metal and get this thing on there in a relatively short time. So it worked out really well for everyone.
And so how do you guys take advantage of what the Nintendo Switch has to offer inside?
I think really what it is the type of game really makes, shines on the Switch, right? You can sit and play a big long session on your TV and it's all huge and really colorful and explosive. But then you can just do a quick session with a game in your bag, right? And I think that's really exciting for the Switch, that it gives that kind of possibility without having 4 different systems to scratch those various itches, And I think this kind of game really lends itself, if you want to just do quick pick up and play sessions, you can, but if you want to go hard and really go after score modes, which a lot of the streamers who are interested in this game are, you can. So that's why I think it's great on the Switch.
And how many graceful explosions are there? Have you counted? There's 7, 8 million different graceful explosions.
There's so many, too many to count actually, but I can tell you this, the combo number goes up and up and up and you get ranked for your skill and the number of explosions and chains that you're doing, and I've seen that number go into the thousands and thousands, so it's pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a streamer's play toy. I cannot wait to get my hands on the gracefulness that is the Graceful Explosion Machine.
Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.